Los Angeles at the Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Suns in Phoenix.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Yep, exactly. And it also stretches that defense out a little bit, expands the floor for you, and makes things really hard for the defenders when you space and stretch them like that.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
Here's the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Offside Gasol. Fires the three. He's off on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Bird right side. And it's Bird with the jam.
You've got to plug up these lanes to the basket, especially when Griffin is slashing with force.
Pass to Gasol. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. Gasol's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And he lobs it. Whoa!
Watch out now. Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Pops it up for Jordan. It doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way.
4 of 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Back to Conley. Pass to Bellinelli. Good on the triple. Bellinelli's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This is where Bellinelli burns you the most now. He's as reliable as it gets from behind the arc.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Nicely executed play there. The pass on target and Wiggins with the explosive finish.
Bellinelli with it. Guarded by Bradley. Another three for Denver.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, Malone's had his fill of inexperienced rosters and has done a reasonably good job with it.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good from outside. From deep. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And, I have no idea how he missed that one. When there's no defense around, he's usually automatic from there.
Kept alive. Here's Bird. Makes it off the glass. Bird's got 12.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And it's great to see how Malone's been able to develop these young players.
Yeah, it sure is, because I think the players have a lot of respect for him. They play hard for him, certainly. And they see he's willing to make adjustments. I think he does a nice job adapting his style to his personnel.
Lakers leading by 5. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Conley. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Pass to Harkless. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And, you know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Gasol. Conley scanning the floor. Outside for Gasol. Fast break. The Lakers. Bradley's got the ball. And Wiggins throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Gasol trying to free himself up. Hudson can't hit.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Now Bird. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Pass to Harkless. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Bird outside. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the launch. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Augustine from outside. Well, this is something that Kobe has said in the past with the Lakers organization. It is championship or bust.
Well, I think you need that type of culture and mentality to have a chance to win championships. I believe the Lakers have done a good job of maintaining that mentality throughout the years.
Back to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. Williams trying to break free. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Got a hand on it. Augustine looking around. And stolen by Love. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And the awareness from Lynn, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
That one from long range. Nowitzki's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Lynn. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Nowitzki after Jeremy Lin's bucket. Pass to Williams. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
The Nuggets leading by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, Lin is not only smooth, but he's crafty at getting contact. A physical player who really works to get himself to the line.
And Jeremy Lin, a fan favorite in the league, partly due to that month of Linsanity when he burst on the scene.
We love underdogs, Kevin. All of us. Fans from across the world love an underdog. And that's part of what Lin was, back in action after that tough knee injury that forced him to miss 2018. Looking for good things from Jeremy Lin.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Denver making a switch here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The shot by Collins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Floor spacing is such a important element of the game now, Clark, and I know you have a list of guys who you think can stretch it the most in the game now.
Yeah, you start with Steph Curry. I mean, clearly, his shot-making ability from anywhere in the building is unlike most any other in the league. Damian Lillard has similar type range. Jamal Crawford would come to mind, but Steph Curry's at the head of that list for me.
Here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Chris. Nowitzki for 3 with the putback. And Williams is right there. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
To the inside. Denver passing it around. They get the rebound. Pass to Van Vliet. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Inside, Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Love outside. Collins with it. No points in the game yet for him. Count that one from Van Vliet. Here's Augustine. Nowitzki from deep three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Nuggets on top, leading by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
Here's Collins, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Collins has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Denver. Double team on Williams. Here's Ferguson, and the three off target. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
Pass to Collins. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Wiggins outside. And Gasol sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Man, I like the wheel on display. I mean, Jackson has that motor. Even when he's getting pummeled, he continues to stay with it and gets it to go.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Bird right side. Gasol with the rebound. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
The Nuggets with another miss. Lakers trail by 7. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Nuggets substitution.
Gasol on the high post. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. They get it again. Tries again. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Josh Jackson.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. Outside for Gasol. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Bird. Outside Jackson. Trying to get something going. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Now here's Bird. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's a minute 40 left in the 3rd quarter. To the middle. And the dunk by Jordan.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And here we go. Oh, my goodness. That is breathtaking.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Now here's Love. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Bird. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Goes up the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Lakers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He lobs it up, and Chris throws it down.
Boy, I like Nowitzki's mentality. He knows he can get his shot off anytime he wants to, but he likes setting up his guys too.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And a wide open look for Lin. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Nuggets trail. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Boy, I really like how Lin positions himself. He's really good at getting to the hoop.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Love trying to break loose. A nice shot by Lin. Lin's got 4 this quarter.
he has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Augustine. Pass to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And 6'10" forward Marquise Chris, the 8th overall pick in 2016 out of the University of Washington.
And, you know, Kevin, it was almost like he took a step back in year 2. The guy's an athletic pogo stick, but you're going to need more than just size and leaping ability if you want to succeed in this league.
Back to Van Vliet. Takes it from 10. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And Chris throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now here's Nowitzki. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, Nowitzki, dangerous from mid-range. I mean, with his size, quick trigger release, high release point, I mean, he's almost impossible to guard. Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
And the Nuggets making a change here. From past the arc. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Gasol with the steal. Here's Bellinelli. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed.
Bellinelli coming up big when his team needed him most.
Now here is Augustine. Out to Chris. Lets it go with a 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
In the lineup for the Nuggets,
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's Augustine. Poked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And here is Los Angeles now, leading by 5. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nuggets making a switch here. Now Lin. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Down low. Chris gets the bucket. Chris has got 16 here in the second half.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
Both free throws good from Lynn.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Here's Wiggins. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And Kevin, that could be an important bucket as this game tightens up. I mean, Wiggins looking sure of himself out there.
Lynn looking it over. That one misses. Bird with some nice D. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Got to respect Lynn because he does not shy away from the moment, and the moment doesn't overwhelm him. He has an uncanny ability to score when the game is on the line.
And it's Bird missing. Here's Denver now. Here's Lynn. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And, you know, the former undrafted point guard just continues to impress. Lynn is an exciting, unpredictable player on the court, but he brings value, too.
Both free throws good from Lynn. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Pass to Harkless. Gets the 3 to fall.
Wow, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, he told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin, he's trying to keep it focused.
Bird. And a slam dunk by Bird.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Lakers with possession here. 6-point game. And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. A baseline J. Lynn's shot is off. And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. Just 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Off the inbound, no good. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up.